the life biography of Ivanka Trump. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we have a deep dive into the life of Ivanka Trump, one of the most talked about figures in the world of politics and business. Ivanka has worn many hats throughout her career, from a fashion model to a businesswoman, and most notably, as an advisor to her father during his presidency. In this video, we'll explore her early life, family, education, career, her time in the Trump administration, her post-presidential life, and much more. So, stay with us until the end. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, comment, and, of course, subscribe for more videos like this. Your support helps us continue bringing content just like this one. Now, let's get started. Born on October 30th, 1981, Ivanka Trump entered the world as the first daughter of Donald Trump, the real estate mogul, and his first wife, Ivana Trump, a former model and skier. Ivanka's childhood was spent in the spotlight, surrounded by the wealth and prominence that her father's empire had built. Growing up in New York, she had a privileged upbringing, but it was clear early on that Ivanka had the intelligence and ambition to carve out her own path, even outside of the shadow of her father's success. Parents and siblings. Ivanka's father, Donald Trump, needs little introduction. He was the 45th president of the United States and the face of the Trump Organization. Her mother, Ivana, a Czech-born skier and model, became a prominent figure herself in the world of business and media. They had 3 children together, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, and Eric Trump. Ivanka's siblings, Donald Jr. and Eric, also played significant roles in the Trump Organization, continuing the family legacy in business. Ivanka, however, managed to build her own identity, striking a balance between business, philanthropy, and later, political engagement. Education and high school career. Ivanka's educational journey began at the Chapin School, an all-girls private school in New York. She went on to attend the prestigious Choate Rosemary Hall in Connecticut, a renowned prep school where she excelled academically. Despite the luxuries of her life, Ivanka took her education seriously and was known for her focus and ambition. After high school, she went on to attend Georgetown University for 2 years, but Ivanka transferred to the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business, one of the top business schools in the world. She graduated in 2004 with a degree in economics, a step that would later play a pivotal role in her business career. College career and early professional life. While studying at Wharton, Ivanka started working in her father's company, initially dabbling in real estate, but soon stepping into a more prominent role. After graduation, she moved into the world of fashion and modeling. She modeled for high-end brands like Versace, Marc Bauer, and even walked in runway shows. However, her modeling career was relatively short-lived, as Ivanka soon transitioned to focusing on business, professional career, and business ventures. Ivanka was not content to only be a part of her father's real estate empire. In 2007, she launched her own fashion line, which sold women's apparel, handbags, and accessories. The business flourished for a time, and Ivanka's name became associated with luxury and elegance. However, the fashion line was eventually discontinued in 2018, following the heightened political scrutiny of her family during her father's presidency. In addition to her fashion business, Ivanka also became a key figure in the Trump Organization, where she worked on real estate deals and helped run the Trump Hotel collection. It was clear that Ivanka was deeply involved in her father's business, even as she tried to build her own brand. Trump campaign and administration. When Donald Trump decided to run for president in 2016, Ivanka was a key member of his campaign team. She took on a prominent role, speaking at rallies and contributing to policy ideas, particularly those related to women and children. Ivanka's influence became even more pronounced when her father won the election, and she was appointed as an advisor in his White House. As a senior advisor to the president, Ivanka worked on a number of initiatives, including workforce development, women's empowerment, and support for working families. She played an instrumental role in helping shape the administration's policies on paid family leave and economic opportunity. Advisor to the President of the United States. Her position as a senior advisor raised concerns about nepotism, as she was the president's daughter, but Ivanka's role was solidified as she worked alongside other key figures in the administration. She became a respected voice on issues of economic development and gender equality, even though her political presence was often overshadowed by her father's policies. 2020 presidential campaign and post-presidency. In the 2020 presidential election, Ivanka continued to support her father's campaign. However, after Donald Trump's loss, Ivanka and her husband, Jared Kushner, largely stepped away from the political spotlight. After her father's presidency ended in January 2021, Ivanka's role in politics seemed uncertain. She was rumored to be considering her own political future, but she has since focused more on her business ventures and family life. Capitol riot and aftermath. Following the events of January 6, 2021, when a mob of pro-Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol, Ivanka found herself facing scrutiny over her role in her father's administration during the tumultuous period. While she did not participate directly in the insurrection, many questioned her influence and whether she should have spoken out more forcefully against the violence. The aftermath of the Capitol riot shaped the way Ivanka was viewed by the public and left her with a mixed legacy: social and political causes. Throughout her career, Ivanka has been vocal about several social and political causes, especially issues surrounding women's empowerment and workforce development. She's championed causes like affordable childcare, paid family leave, and support for women in the workforce. However, her positions have sometimes faced criticism, particularly when viewed in the context of her family's political activities. Philanthropy and charity work. Beyond politics, Ivanka is involved in several philanthropic efforts. She's worked with various organizations like the United Nations and the World Bank to advance economic opportunities for women and promote entrepreneurship globally. Her charity work is often focused on initiatives that help underprivileged women and children gain access to education and resources. Relationships and marriage. On a personal front, Ivanka Trump's life has been just as high profile as her public career. In 2009, she married Jared Kushner, a real estate heir and investor. The couple shares 3 children together: Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore. Ivanka and Jared's relationship has been the subject of much media attention, as the two worked closely during Donald Trump's presidency. Personal life, religion, and lifestyle. Throughout her life, Ivanka has embraced a modern lifestyle, balancing family, work, and her public image. A convert to Judaism, Ivanka practices the faith and has spoken about how it's an important part of her life. Her lifestyle reflects the luxury associated with the Trump brand, but she's also shown a deep commitment to her family and faith. Net worth, houses, and cars. Speaking of luxury, Ivanka's net worth is estimated to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars, largely from her ventures in real estate and fashion. She and her husband, Jared, live in a multi-million-dollar mansion in Washington, D.C., and they also own properties in Florida and New York. Their collection of luxury cars, including a Porsche and a Cadillac Escalade, reflects their high-status lifestyle. Legacy. As for Ivanka's legacy, it is one that is intertwined with both her father's political career and her own entrepreneurial pursuits. Whether she chooses to continue in the public eye, Ivanka Trump's name is likely to remain a subject of fascination, controversy, and admiration. She is a figure who has bridged the worlds of business and politics, leaving behind a legacy that will be studied and debated for years to come. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth look at Ivanka Trump's life and career. From her upbringing in the Trump family to her roles in business and politics, Ivanka has made a lasting impact on American society. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your thoughts on Ivanka's legacy. And of course, subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories. See you in the next video.